So I'd like to talk a little bit about the stress response in all of us and the things that we may be experiencing at this point in time. So as a leader, obviously, how you respond to stress impacts others around you. So earlier in the week, I talked a little bit about Robert Keegan's stages of leadership development. And I'm going to kind of share a situation that was, a colleague shared with me about a merger and acquisition that they'd been through. So in that particular time, it was a pretty big company, and she was part of the leadership team. And what happened was this was the third or fourth merger acquisition that this company had been through. And this particular leader, she was under a lot of stress. I would say that she was, being dictated to by the senior leadership team about how she should lead, because the acquisition, it was definitely an unfriendly acquisition. This leader, unfortunately, what happened to her was that she was very, very disconnected from herself as the stress overwhelmed her as this merger took over in the environment. What happened for her is that she basically was trying to manage her stress, kind of meet the goals of the new acquiring company, and trying to meet the needs of her team. But unfortunately, what happened is she became more and more reactive, in that she reacted to stress by shutting down. So she would be, there's a concept of hyper aroused or hypo, and she was a type that got frozen when she was stressed. What happened was that she kept a lot in and would react like things weren't impacting her. What that in turn did to her team is that it really marginalized the team even more. They were under pressure. They needed her more than ever. But unfortunately, internally, she wasn't connected to what she was experiencing, so she can connect out to her team. Needless to say, after 2 years of this pressure, this leader had to take a short-term disability claim for stress. So this is an example of when, as a leader, and you're kind of trying to deal with the pressures of leading, and you're not connected to yourself, and you're not aware of your stress response, what that does is it disconnects you further from your team. So what I would suggest is you really kind of get to understand, what is my relaxation response? As a person, do I know what it is? Am I the type that gets hyper, or do I get frozen? And if I am out of what we call that state of relaxation, what is it that I need to do to continually reconnect to myself internally? So your challenge is to think, what is my stress response? How do I react to others around me? And what is it that I need to do to connect to myself so that in turn I can connect to my team members around me? If you're not sure, ask people around you, maybe family members, what are you like under stress? And ask them how they experience you when you're under stress and what you could do different. I hope this was helpful. This is Roxanne Durhodge of the Authentic Connection Movement. Take care and have a fantastic weekend.